Also, since Kay's not here,
I was gonna say, speaking of figuring stuff out later, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Hawkie Talkie number 11.
You got your numbers wrong, sir. This is number
12. 12. Why didn't I say it? Because I wanted to introduce it so bad that I got fucking numbers.
Damn, you try to take hosting duties on
yeah, right. The second I try and do it, I fuck it up.
I think we fixed the problem.
That's what I was hoping you initially would do, but you were like, I'm gonna slip over to the side.
All right, take 2.
Take 10.
keep take 1 in.
Am I really?
If you want, I don't
There's like several talkovers, so that's fine.
I don't care. I'm kind of dumb anyway.
All right, do you want to take this podcast today?
Sure.
Even though you have one topic.
Yeah. I'll find more. I'll find more. There's more as we go. Don't worry.
I got plenty.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hawkie Talkie number 12.
12.
Lied. It was now number.
Now with 100% less K.
Yeah. That might be the name of the episode. Number 12, 100% less K. Remind me, I think I'm going to title that one.
That's great.
I'm your de facto host, Austin, and joining me this week are...
Brad.
Shawn, I don't know why Britney didn't go.
And Britney.
So,
Oh, this is Rad's Britney. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rad's Britney.
There's 2 Britneys.
Yeah. It'd be weird if the other Britney was here and he wasn't.
Right? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, really.
So I mean,
Yeah,
I guess we should just get right into it. What do you say, guys?
As we always do, yeah.
Get right into it.
For those of you that are fans of 2 of my least favorite things anymore, The Walking Dead and first-person shooters.
Nice, same.
Way to hate for FPSs now.
I'm just not a fan anymore.
No,
Overkill's The Walking Dead FPS has been delayed another year again.
I forgot that they were working on it.
They first announced this game in fucking 2014, dude.
Wow.
Listen, it doesn't be
it sounds like they have the Kingdom Hearts 3 syndrome.
they have the Square Enix syndrome.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they have Mighty Number 9 syndrome because Mighty Number 9 first started kickstarting in 2014.
True.
Was this one a Kickstarter?
No, I'm just saying.
No, I would compare Mighty Number 9 if it was a Kickstarter.
The whole fact,
Yeah.
it's the whole fact that it is costing a lot of money, it's taking too long, and the product is probably not going to be that great.
Probably not.
Because you guys, both people in the room and people listening, already know my opinion on Mighty Number 9 because I've stated it multiple times.
If you've not seen any episodes in here,
yeah, for those of you that are literally just walking in on episode 12.
Go watch the other
and
episode.
not having watched any other
I'll just sum it up
plays.
I'll just sum it up in one sentence. Fuck Mighty Number 9.
I thought you were saying one word. All right. By the way, stay after the podcast today for a Let's Play of Mighty Number 9.
I'm out. I'm done.
Austin's up first. He's going to go right to the ledge, jump off, and say, fuck this.
I know.
Austin's
All
up
right,
first, and he's leaving.
Well, listen, it's going to be... This FPS would have to have better standards anyway of Survival Instinct. I mean, that was like a PS2 looking game.
And it didn't just get pushed back to like early 2018. It's now listed as second half of 2018. So it'll take forever.
True.
You never know. I'm still interested in checking it out, but I mean,
it was attributed to plans to launch the game simultaneously in Asian markets.
Asian markets?
Well, that might be, if that's true, then that betters the quality of the game, which means it'll be done earlier, but they're releasing it later.
But they already, it wasn't the same company that made it, but Terminal Reality and Activision made The Walking Dead Survival Instinct back in 2013.
Oh, I remember.
Total fucking shit show.
That's what I'm saying. As I'm saying, like, this FPS has very low standards to meet.
Yeah, it's such a low bar that I don't know how much lower they could go.
Yeah, I know. So...
Because the delays alone have already put it down to where it was with the game when that game released. So.
Survival Instinct was doomed to be screwed. It was pretty bad. It was doomed to be screwed when it was a 2-player co-op playing as 2 of the favorite characters at the time of the show. And then they had to rush it so quickly to get it out by the end of the season because of, I forget his name, Merrill?
Daryl?
No, brother, the older one.
Yeah, Merrill.
Him dying. That's why they rushed out. So it got rushed so quickly that the 2-player game with the brothers had to eliminate the co-op mode.
Huh.
And it's supposed to be a 2-player co-op.
Wow.
And they had to drop it entirely.
That's terrible.
Nevertheless, every time I look at that game on the gameplay graphics, I'm like, I almost want to get it for us to do a Let's Play one of these times. But, for one of our callbacks. Because I love finding bad games. You guys keep hating it. But that's the point of the bad games is to enjoy really bad, dumb games.
Honestly, dude, like, I consistently look at your stack of games here. And I just
It's just a stack.
I know. I just keep looking at this
Yeah, I
stack
was about to
here,
say, that's
and
just
just immediately
one
I'm just
stack.
like, we should. I hope that we actually have the chance to do something in prototype.
I bought those to
That
actually
game
play, not because it was bad.
fucking awesome.
And I didn't hear bad things
I
about
love
that. I
both
bought that for
prototypes.
me to just regularly
Both of those
play.
games were awesome. Them and all the Fear games are great
Yeah.
too.
I thought those would be great for bird watching with us.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
scary games or callback, one or the other. So big news. My biggest news, and I'm gonna hit this up right off the bat. Fucking psyched for it. Darksiders 3 announced
Yup.
and
Yeah.
confirmed for next year.
So hyped.
I love
Sean
that
is hyped.
damn
I
series.
still
Sean's
have to
hyped as
play the
balls.
first
I've
two.
got
the first two were great. Dude.
I
You
bought
need to play them.
all the bonus content you could for
Oh,
Darksiders 2. I even got the collector's strategy guide for the bonus
Yep.
weapons to go
Yeah.
with it and everything. I just didn't get the collector's edition because for the money, it was just a crappy plastic mask. And
Yeah.
I was kind of disappointed by that. It's the only reason I didn't go for that.
Yeah.
But still.
But oh my god, it was both such amazing games. I've rebought them now on the Xbox One. That's how hyped I
Yeah.
got for it. Because they remastered them for $30 and $20.
Yep.
But then they decided that with the announcement, they did the Fury collection
As a bundle.
for
Yeah.
$40. So cool, $10
that's-
saving for
yeah.
it. Here's the thing: it's on sale this week for $20 for both games.
Come
I
on.
have them both. I got them for free from Xbox, I think. 'Cause I think they gave them both out
I know
for
the
free
first
at
one was
point.
given away because I had that on my backwards. I don't know. I don't know if they
No, I
gave
think
away.
they
Did
just
One of
did they
my-
just
I
give-
might not have just.
I remember one of my buddies when he bought his 360, they gave him a copy of Darksiders 2 for free.
And the best thing with that series, you can play number 2 and go, I need to go back and play number 1, and you're not losing out because it's a different. They both have different styles,
Yeah.
and since all the storyline parts of it are concurrent, you're not missing anything from one or the other.
Yeah.
So
They
like,
don't-
playing
they don't
number
make
2
much-
doesn't hurt you from playing number 1.
Yeah, they don't make much reference back to.
They
the
hint back
first
to it,
game.
but they don't
They
mention
don't
any
do
story.
as much. Yeah, they don't do as much as most games usually
Yeah,
do.
it's like I said, it's a parallel sequel. So I think that makes it great because then you can independently play any of these games
Yeah.
and just awesome
like
staying
like
alive.
if you walk into like the God of War series, like God of War 3, you've missed so much fucking story.
Oh, yeah.
Where you literally now have
Say
to
that, and
go,
I only own God of War 3. I
Now,
don't have
dude,
one until.
Sean, no, you need 3 games to complete the story. God of War
Ascension,
Ascension,
yeah.
God of War 1, God of War 2.
Is Ascension really worth
Yeah,
it?
but-
though?
but
Yes.
Really?
Dude,
But,
they put everything on such a grand scale when you see stuff that you're literally like
That tiny.
this fucking tiny on the screen, and everything else is taking up the entire screen. You're like
Holy
you're like a half an inch on the entire fucking screen.
I don't know if that's.
See, that's
better
like
or
branching into Kingdom Hearts
But that's
territory,
but like
though.
it's not doing
Unique
it's
with all,
not
with all the fucking spin-off.
they don't do
Oh,
that
yeah.
they don't do that shit in the middle of like a
I
fight.
love Kingdom Hearts.
They only do it when like you're walking through an area where there's no enemies. Like as you're walking up to a new area, they'll draw back
Okay.
and give you this grand scale shot
I can do that.
where
in Minecraft.
you can still see yourself move the fuck around, but you're like, oh my god, this is like the smallest bit of me I've ever seen in my entire life playing this game.
Yeah.
Because every other time, like you'll be on the same screen at like normal, you'll still seem like you're at a normal height. Because they would just pull back a little bit so you can see like one main detail of a room that you're in.
You can see the head of whatever you're fighting.
Yeah, like you'll be in like in God of War, I think it was 2 when you went to Hades. They pulled back and you saw like a statue of Hades sitting on a throne.
Nice.
Which they pulled back and you were still probably about 3-4 inches tall in terms of scale on the screen.
Yeah.
This they pull back, you're maybe like a quarter to a half of an inch big
Nice.
on the entire scale. Like they really push that up. But the only thing the one thing that always gets me is if you're gonna make a game with such great scale like that, I understand it's taking a lot of time, but work your fucking menus out.
Yeah.
They
That's
put
the biggest issue.
they
right here.
put probably like if it was a 100% scale, they put 10% into working the menu. Like it's
I like how we
it's piss
devolved
poor,
into-
but the game is fucking incredible. The story's great, the combat is great.
I like how we devolved now into God of War when we started out Darksiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, don't they play about the same?
Darksiders is
but
like
I've never
Darksiders
played
is-
either one.
Darksiders
Neither
1
have
is
I.
like God of War meets Legend of Zelda.
Okay.
That's how
Yeah.
somebody
Okay.
first described it to me.
Yep.
That's exactly how after playing
Yeah.
it, I would
You
describe
describe
it.
it to people,
Yeah, because War is like a slower based type of character. So it's more like heavy attack block and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then you have dungeons you go through and travel through, and it's like Zelda-esque style environmental puzzles.
Okay.
Fantastic. Then number 2 adds that, but then throw in some Prince of Persia.
Okay.
Because now this one, you can't block. He's all acrobatic, so it's constantly dodge and move and jump.
It's basically Bloodborne, but a lot more forgiving.
Because maybe Bloodborne was like it.
Because Bloodborne, they cut down on blocks and gave you the gun to basically do interruptions.
Okay.
As a person was attacking, you'd fire the gun at him and stun him, and then you could run in and attack.
I think you got the gun in number 2 too. You got like Fury's gun.
Yes.
I mean, not Fury, Strife's gun.
Yeah, Strife.
Because Fury is the whip. I'm still, the one thing that always bugs me is changing the horsemen to Strife and Fury. If I didn't love the series so much, I would literally, like, it's just always annoying to me.
Yeah.
But I can't not love the series, so I'm like, alright, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
They could have done stuff with the correct 2 horsemen, but, you know, whatever.
Shit happens.
The whip ones is, but here's the thing, you saw the trailer, I assume, right?
No, I didn't even know they put a trailer out yet.
Yeah, they announced the trailer and they've already put out like half-hour gameplay.
Oh shit!
So I've already seen some gameplay on it, and it looks amazing. So the trailer has the Charred Council talking to somebody walking up on screen. You see War still chained because just like the other game,
Yeah.
they all run parallel. So War's still chained up for crimes from the first game, and she walks up and walks like out of the shadows and just like grabs his face and just like, "Hello, brother." And then turns around and the Charred Council's like, we need you to go to Earth and take care of the 7 deadly sins.
Oh shit!
So you're fighting incarnated versions of the 7 deadly sins. I'm sure there'll be something bigger on top of that, but it's a neat premise for what her goal is. Yeah. And if you go online, they also now have the like 25-minute gameplay.
Awesome.
And they have you fight Sloth.
Oh shit!
So one, you're looking around and it's just like it just looks beautiful. And they did a great job with this, and it looks and feels like Darksiders. You even see a maker standing nearby there.
Oh,
I was hoping it was Uthane, but it doesn't look like it's Uthane. The maker that helps you a lot in number 2.
Yeah.
But then you go down and you fight Sloth. Oh, dude, this thing is like some weird like frog slug thing on this giant throne with like a staff. And there's a bunch of these giant cockroach crab looking things. And so like when you finally go to battle him, these things will come out and attack you. But then all these get underneath his throne. They pick him up and they move him around. So you got to attack them to finally make them drop
the
him.
throne.
And he'll keep swatting at you with this thing. And then finally he'll like get up and start trying to follow you around with it.
Oh,
dude, it's like nasty, gross, but looks fantastic.
That's awesome.
Cool.
So I think there's going to be something bigger, because at the same time, like, while it was a cool looking fight, it doesn't seem like it's a very huge boss fight.
Yeah.
So I assume there'll be something bigger and escalated.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely scale more and more as they go.
With bigger things. So I'm assuming he's an early one, but it was just really cool to watch like all these working pieces into that one little fight, which is a big difference for them. Yeah. But then normally it's just one massive boss for the most part.
Yep.
Which is still fantastic.
Exactly.
But yeah, if you haven't played the first 2,
definitely
freaking play them, man. They are
definitely
fantastic. Great story and great characters. Some people apparently didn't quite like stuff with number 2, but I thought 2 was fantastic.
2 was really good. 2 played really
That's
well.
what I like. Each one plays uniquely different.
Yeah.
And even looking at her gameplay is very, very different, because she's a little bit of mix of 1 and 2, where you see her very dodgy and stuff like that, but her attacks are also a little bit different, because you see her using the whip. It must be early in the game, because the only weapon she has is the whip, so I'm assuming Sloth will be one of the first ones you deal with.
Probably, yeah.
Because they don't show anything else. I don't know if they're going to have the loot and weapon system they had for number 2, which they had like a pickup weapon system, and you can upgrade stuff and build up things.
I feel like that would be something that would probably stay a constant.
I think so.
I think what
made it neat.
What would be cool if they had a weapon themed off of each sin. Like, you know what I mean? And
that'd be interesting.
Then you could upgrade them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
like
get one from them.
Yeah, like every sin that you beat.
That'd be an
get,
interesting
his
way to
staff.
add.
Yeah.
They do get additional weapons. Like in 1 and 2, each character does get additional weapons for different stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them are ever tied to the bosses.
I mean,
that'd be
to
cool.
me, that would remind me of
staff?
like I thought of that because of Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
In every Devil May Cry game, you beat a boss, and then you get like a weapon based off of that boss.
Oh, I need to play more Devil May Cry.
Really?
I own every single one, and I've still never
like
played them.
Like for instance, in the third one, the first boss you fight is a
the Cerberus.
The Cerberus, and
yeah.
you get the three
three-pronged
nunchucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? You fight Cerberus and get 3-pronged nunchucks?
Yeah. Well, there's another boss.
Well, he's infused with the power of ice. First of all.
So the nunchucks are also infused with the power of ice.
And a Cerberus.
What's Cerberus?
Cerberus is a
so it's
dog
not
with
fighting mythical Cerberus.
No.
You're fighting something called
You're,
Cerberus.
you're fighting a Cerberus.
Okay, that's what I'm like. How the fuck are they fighting Cerberus
And
and
there's
it's got this relevance?
There's like these guardians of a door that one has a sword and the other one has a sword, and it's 2 guardians. One represents fire, the other represents wind. So when you beat them, you get both swords, but the swords themselves are the actual guardians, which is kind of funny. So it's like
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like they talk to you when you're fighting with them. It's
Nice.
hilarious.
I honestly,
That reminds me
I
of the
didn't
Johnson
I didn't
from
get through the entire
Shawn
third
Van.
one. I kind of lost interest.
I love Devil May Cry. I played them all. The
They look neat.
only one I didn't beat was the remake DMC.
That's the only one I've
yeah.
started playing so far, and it's hard to jump back in because I
Yeah.
don't remember any of the
I would
controls.
literally, dude. Honestly,
Did they add dodging back into it when they did the remake?
I think so.
I think
Did they get
so.
rid of dodging?
You couldn't dodge in the first one, the original first. one.
Okay, I could accept that. I'd be more mad if they got rid of dodging at a later point.
no,
Like
yeah.
early on, it's the first.
They
I know
added
where
it.
Devil May
They added
Cry
it into
came
the
from,
second
right?
one and made combat
Yeah, you told me
so
this.
much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
The
where
third
Devil
one
May
has the
Cry.
best combat system of them all, though.
I like the second one
Really?
I have 1
Yeah.
through 4 as well as the remake, and I haven't played it.
with
You
the
need to play
with the
them.
variable
keep
combos
hoping to
depending
come
on
beat
what
back-
All
direction
right, well,
you
listen.
push
You,
as you go.
play Devil May Cry. I'll play Darksiders, and then we'll talk.
Okay. But yeah, you know where
Sounds like a good
you know where
deal.
Devil May Cry came from, right? It's one of the best.
He told me
origin,
this
It's one of the
story
best
already.
origin stories of a game ever.
No.
It was originally the prototype for Resident Evil 4.
Oh shit.
They were going radically. They did 2 different radically
That's right.
different
Yeah, I remember you
prototypes.
mentioning this.
Yeah, he told
Yeah,
me
they did
this,
2
too.
different radical prototypes. The first one was more of a was like the Devil May Cry thing, and then they felt like it devolved way too much, so they broke off part of the Resident Evil staff and built their own little mini studio within, and they built Devil May Cry out of it.
Nice.
But yeah, originally that was Leon. That's why he has like
the hair.
if you
and
look at
shit
the
like
hair,
that,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be Leon. And then the second concept, which there's still like beta footage out there where like from early testing stuff they did, was like a very like paranormal Resident Evil where like you had the ghosts and combat and stuff like that. And you had to do special things
Yeah.
just to be able to fight anything.
Huh.
And most of it was a flee for your life scenario. So
Oh, wow.
way different from like the action horror combo that
Yeah.
4 ended up being. I really like to see
Resident
more
Evil
of
4
that
came
too.
out to be an awesome game.
And that was a great game. So
I
it's
never
funny to
actually
see these other
played
things
it
that
before.
You really
Really?
need to, dude.
Yeah.
It is so worth it. Resident Evil
That's
4
still
is
my favorite
incredible.
one.
I haven't played.
I've got 0 and 1 I still haven't played.
Zero's not really worth it.
I beat 4 and 5.
The one
I haven't finished 6.
the one
Or
remake is
7.
the one remake is great, but I would
You have to play
suggest
more of that.
playing the actual first one before you play the remake, so that you can at least understand what is being added into the game with the remake.
It's hard to go back to stick controls. That's
Yeah,
the part
it's
that-
hard-
that's
it is
figuring
hard.
out how to aim without
Well, that's
like
why
not
I
being able
just-
to change
that-
camera.
That's
or
why I just set
sight.
it to auto aim, so it'll automatically point at shit, and even if you're off by a little bit, it'll still hit them.
Also, because I love Capcom games, but they like to make hard as balls achievements all the time.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
God, man, I freaking hate their achievement list.
Yeah,
for a
dude,
lot of
the
games.
trophy list for the PlayStation 1 is fucking ridiculous.
Dude, they're,
PlayStation.
first off, half of them are
PlayStation 1.
No, PS3.
You said PlayStation 1.
I said the trophies on PlayStation.
I swear you said 1.
I didn't hear
Anyway.
remember actually.
Yeah, but no, the trophies for all the Capcom's things are ridiculous. I think
Yeah.
Dead
Dude,
Rising.
yeah, I was
is the one
about to
that gets a
say
little-
Dead
got a little
Rising
more.
is fucking ridiculous.
3 and 4 got more.
Yeah, 3 and 4 got
more.
even more ridiculous.
No, they got easier.
Yeah.
Because I have most of the achievements on number
So do
3,
Okay.
and number 4 doesn't look incredibly hard. We just haven't really. We haven't worked
I
through it
don't
much.
really like 4 that much.
We've only done little bit of the multiplayer.
I
We've
know.
done the single.
Yeah, I haven't done single.
But I wasn't really into the first 2. And
The
3
second one
I
wasn't
thought
bad.
was great. 3 was what I was looking for.
Yeah.
in
I
a zombie.
really enjoyed
I
the
had so
first
much
one.
fun
I
with
beat the
3.
shit out of the first one.
Plus, is also still like one of the hardest achievements in the game in Xbox and PlayStation.
Killing the entire population of the town.
Well, no, that's just extremely time consuming.
Yeah.
That accumulates. You can ultimately get it. No. The was it 7-Day Survivor? You have to like play for, I think it's like 12 hours straight, but you can't pause the game. You can't die.
Yeah.
Your health deteriorates, and it's on hard difficulty, so your health deteriorates.
If you don't eat or
constantly.
drink, yeah.
If you don't eat or drink, so you have to maintain
What?
food, drink. All
And
your
then
health
still
can't
fucking
die.
fight zombies.
You can't pause. So that means you have to literally, like, the only people I've seen who've ever earned the achievement have been guys who had, like, a group like us would get together and they would rotate
out.
Okay.
being able to do it to
Yeah.
try not to die, to stay
That would actually
focused
be a
for-
cool
But yeah,
goal for if we did an extra life stream.
You know, that would be something I'd consider. But that's also a lot of hours. I think it's like 10 to 12
Yeah.
hours
Yeah.
for that. It's like, that's like grueling to do.
Oh yeah.
I'd be a little concerned that it's getting stale for Extra Life to do. As cool as it is, being that long, I'm like, I feel like it might be stale on content.
Meh.
Maybe. I'm not saying no to
That's
it
why
at
we just
all.
give them the highlights when we're done.
Yeah.
Well, when we're done, but we're still going to do Extra Life live.
Well, yeah.
True.
I'm saying no. I'm not saying at all against it.
Yeah, when we edit it to post, we'll just do highlights.
We'll have to split up into a lot more short stuff. Like that. We can always try to do Bladder of Steel. Rock Band 2.
Oh,
I never
God.
even really played Rock Band. I was a Guitar Hero.
What does that play? Every single song.
Every single song without
Oh.
pausing or failing.
Holy.
Oh my.
I don't think you. I don't
God,
think it
dude.
matters on difficulty for that one. I think difficulty can be anything, and I think
That's nuts.
I know you have to pass them. I don't think you have to get any certain scores. So,
I was about to say, if you have to get a certain score. that'd
well,
be
if you can do any difficulty, you put it on easy. A certain score shouldn't be a problem at all.
Well, yeah, I guess.
I'm pulling it up now as we want that. So I mean, it'd be interesting. But yeah, Capcom traditionally has hard as balls achievements.
Yeah.
The newer Resident Evils are decent, but the older ones, like the remake ones, oh my god, beat the game in under this much time. Beat the game without ever shooting a bullet. Beat the game without ever doing this or doing this. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, you have to, to get every achievement, you have to do so many multiple playthroughs
Yeah.
because you can't even combine some of them
That's wild.
in the process. So you looking up the achievement before I got
Yeah,
there?
it doesn't have to be done with expert.
I didn't think it did. I was
So,
pretty sure it's any difficulty.
They're saying here,
But you have to pass.
Yeah,
You
they're,
can't
they're
fail.
saying do it on medium, so it pretty much gets rid of the no failing part.
There's nothing lower than medium?
Well, there definitely is, but I don't think you can.
Yeah, but medium's not that hard. I
Yeah,
played
medium's
Rock Band.
not-
I'm not sure. I'm sure it's not hard.
Yeah.
I can do Rock Band regularly on hard, and then if I
Yeah.
played it for a little while, I can then definitely do expert.
Yeah.
I'm not phenomenal at it, but I can survive it. But see, I tried Rock Band once years ago, and it
I
just
love
feels
Rock
so
Band.
different though.
It is different.
So
yeah.
it's like hard for me. And then also, I'm not used to the strum with no notes.
Oh.
That's a big difference you have to get
Yeah.
used to, is strumming without hitting anything.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I admit adds like a more difficulty to it because you got that extra note essentially to it.
Yeah.
But that's hard as crap. I've never done any of the other instruments for it either.
Dude, the drums are fun. Fucking love playing the drums.
I would
on
love
Rock
to do
Band.
drums. I have drums for the Guitar Hero, except the cord broke on the pedal. Like the chords on those things were shitty because like it
Yeah.
hardened up and it just broke apart.
Yeah.
All it did was sit in a regular room temperature closet in my apartment.
Yeah.
Like there was no special thing. It was in the middle of the build, essentially like the middle part of the building in the apartment.
Yeah.
No place special about that. I went to go pick it up and move it, and the cord just fell into pieces. It was the weirdest shit.
That's fucking
Oh.
weird.
Yeah,
That is
they don't
weird.
last.
But it was a really small, thin thing. But I've never seen a cord just shrivel. I mean, I can understand if it was in like extreme cold conditions or maybe hot conditions.
Maybe.
It was a closet, but there was no vents or anything. Like heat wasn't pumping through.
Yeah.
Nothing else in there was damaged or problematic. All the guitars are good though. I even have a guitar you can't buy. I've got one of the guitars from one of the Guitar Hero demo station models.
Oh shit.
Because when I was at
Oh,
GameStop, I knew all the reps and stuff like that, and my Microsoft rep disabled and took down one of the ones I used to have in the mall. And so I have like this really cool shaped looking one that's actually a wired one, which is really nice because it saves you on batteries. And I love it.
Yeah.
Now I like it way better than the
they
wireless one.
actually say for that achievement to use wired controllers.
Yeah, so because if it dies, you're done.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
when any of the batteries go, it counts as pausing the game,
Yep.
Oh.
so you immediately fail.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I even have a wired
Which is
controller.
also why they suggest doing it
for
on
that.
medium.
But yeah, it's
Medium.
a unique looking
Medium.
guitar with like openings and stuff on it, so you can see through.
Sweet.
Because it's one you would find at one of the stations.
Yeah.
But then he was telling me, he's like, well, I'm just going to technically, I don't have anything to use this for, throw it out. So he's like, you want it? I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I own them all on
Free
Wii.
stuff?
I own them all
Yes.
on Wii. And then I finally I bought all of them on Xbox because he gave me that one guitar. And I'm like, yeah, screw this now. I'm going to get, so on the
Yeah.
Xbox I only have the guitar. I have
Okay.
all the instruments on the Wii. Because that's what I
Nice.
originally started playing with, playing Aerosmith. That's what got me into.
Okay.
That's the only
yeah.
reason I considered it is when they came out the Aerosmith edition. I'm like, fuck, I love Aerosmith. And I looked at the songs that Aerosmith picked on top of that.
Oh,
the
dude,
ones they
there's
liked,
some, there's some
and there's some
fucking
great
key
ones
songs,
on there.
dude.
Yeah.
They're like the Aerosmith essentials.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it was
That and the
fantastic.
Van Halen one has some pretty choice songs on it too.
Yeah.
I think I own Van Halen, but I've never played it.
I think I
Oh,
have
dude.
every
I'm not a big
single.
Van
Talk
Halen
About
fan.
Love
I
is
think
one
I
of my
have
favorite.
every single
favorite
Guitar
fucking Van
Hero
Halen
ever
songs.
made.
I've got probably all of the main ones on Xbox. I definitely have seen 5 over there and some other ones. I have some of the rock bands, like the AC/DC, the regular
Nice.
one too.
Yeah,
AC/DC
all mine are
one's
between
great.
360, Wii, and then some on Xbox One, like the newer one, like Guitar Hero Live.
The only ones I had were all
I haven't done the
PlayStation.
new ones.
All
But I
mine
know
were
they
on
bombed.
PlayStation.
I mean, it's not that they were bad. It's
They
just
can't.
financially
They
they
can't
bombed.
capture the same essence as
It's
the
just not there
older
anymore.
ones.
That market's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
market went out long ago.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get lucky when it's times it'll be like clearance or really low on sale, and
Right.
we'll give it a shot.
Dick
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
So the other big news, and this is going to break Kay's heart because I know it's his big thing. I'm sure he said he missed it. So there was new Injustice news. Injustice is what, this month, right? Is
Yep.
it May or June?
May.
May.
May 16th, I think.
She's
Yeah, I
It's
think
either the
you're right.
16th or the
wearing the
18th.
shirt.
Yeah, I know. She's. You can't see, but Brittany's wearing an awesome green and black injustice
Jersey. Yeah.
jersey.
Batman.
It has like a exoskeleton design look of Batman's.
Yeah,
Kinda looks
like a wireframe.
Yeah.
Batman
Wireframe.
cowl.
Thank you. So I'm excited for it, but they have announced that they are doing 9 DLC characters.
Mm-hmm.
If you buy a deluxe edition, you get the first pack for free. Maybe the first. No, it's the first one. But if you buy like the big Ultimate Edition, you get all 9 packs as part of that bundle. So they
Who are
announced.
the DLC.
They announced the 3 DLC characters that come with the first
deluxe?
edition.
The
Alright.
first one,
This is the first collection.
the
3 characters.
first character in that list, Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero.
Oh yeah.
So instead of
yeah.
Scorpion, which I'm like, all right, cool. I'm glad they didn't just bring Scorpion back for it. And Sub-Zero is the next logical pick for that. Red Hood
Wow.
coming in with guns blazing, so he won't be an
Yes.
alternative for one of the ones. So that was one of the things Kay and I were
We're
Talking
saying in the
about,
last
yeah.
podcast. Yeah, was which one
would
would
get
this be?
the
And then the one I'm actually most excited for on the list, Starfire.
yes.
That's Jamie's favorite character. So I looked at it and go, well, they think that's cool. But
I
then
love
she's a
Starfire.
unique,
Yeah.
different one. So here's the other cool one. That was pretty cool, but that also slightly pisses me off because this is how you can tell it's money-making DLC. They fucking already have these characters made and programmed, and they're just releasing them separate solely for extra money.
Yep.
Yeah.
It sucks, and I know every game does it, but sometimes it sucks when
Dude,
it's like
it's
they
even
already
worse with
programmed
the
them
Lego
now.
games, dude.
The
Really?
Lego games, yeah, they make the
Yeah.
extra levels and they kind of post them. No,
Not
Lego
only that,
Worlds, man. If you
Dude,
want,
I
that's not
had
Not
Lego,
Lego Worlds, Lego Dimensions.
I had Lego Batman 3, no 2 on PS3. There was at least 7 or 8 different character packs that only had like 4 characters each, and they were like $5 a pop.
Wow.
Really? They're like $2 now on everything. The early ones they didn't know how to do. They didn't do DLC at first. When
No,
they
it
did,
was,
I think they came out with them.
I'm sorry, it wasn't Lego Batman. It was Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Yeah. Well, I
Although
know.
I had both of them.
Yeah.
Lego Marvel Superheroes I got for a $6 deal though.
Yeah, but they didn't do DLC at first because it was like, yeah, like kids games, and it's still early online for them.
Yeah.
Now they do it, and they got the prices down really well. Like even like the campaign expansions are like $3-4.
Yeah.
And they're really only an extra level.
Yeah.
But they're not bad. I mean, the season pass is like $10 and you get all the extra characters
Right.
and a couple extra missions for. Like I just did that for Lego Avengers. Because I
Yeah.
finally wrapped it up, and I have them
I
all
have to
for
go-
Lego Star Wars.
I have to go and get fucking Borderlands pre-sequel now because now that I got the Tales season pass, I got a bunch
You
of
get bonus
shit.
skins for it.
Skins and
'Cause
weapons.
I have it on here for
Pre-sequel
this
was
too.
fucking great.
Pre-sequel was surprisingly
Me
fun.
and Shawn had so much fun playing.
Yeah, I
that.
gotta buy it now. 'cause
You and
got
I
that.
ran through
We
We
pre-sequel
ran through that
and
game. Yeah.
pre-sequel and
two.
and we like nearly got every achievement in pre-sequel.
Oh yeah.
Like we beat the raid boss on the first attempt, which I was like, holy shit! Like I couldn't believe we managed to pull it off.
Yeah, me and Shawn.
It was good combo
Yeah, we
with our
made a good
characters.
combo, yeah.
I was
I was a melee character. I was what the fuck was her name? Athena.
Athena.
Yeah.
And I was Claptrap, so
He was Claptrap.
I just
fucking
I just
great.
douched around with all my different abilities and stuff like that. So you
Yeah,
just keep
he would
acid
buff
form,
me
do,
up.
like, yeah.
I would fucking take all the hits and then throw my shield and fucking like, do
Yeah.
massive amounts.
My
of damage.
favorite was the one
That's
ability
great.
would let make you automatically fire all your bullets, so and it would give you dual wield Gunzerking,
Yeah.
but it wasn't just for me; it was for every player.
Yeah.
So,
So I would randomly be running around and all of a sudden pull out 2 guns and start shooting.
It's
I'm
just
like,
unload-
what the fuck?
and it consumes your ammo, so he just starts unloading.
Yeah, and I'm just like, God damn it, Shawn!
we look at this. I'm like, sorry, Rad. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and I just start
Damn it.
shooting and I'm like, ah!
And it would suck up all his bullets. It suck up all his bullets too.
That was fun though. That was fun.
It was so good. And we still have a few of the achievements and raid bosses we didn't get to beat on 2.
Yeah,
'cause we need more
2
people.
is so much harder. We need more people.
I know, dude. We beat the dragons at least.
I know.
We beat
Well,
Hygiena.
we fucking
beat most of the raid bosses.
Borderlands
My
Yeah,
Borderlands
We beat
2,
most of the raid
my
bosses.
psycho
shit.
character is fucking.
yeah. We decided to go
unbelievable.
DLC characters, so he
Yeah,
went
so
Psycho.
I went Krieg and he was
Necromancer.
The Necromancer.
Nice. Necromancer's fucking OP.
She
Dude,
is so
Krieg
OP.
is
So
OP too.
Yeah,
if
Krieg's
you
pretty OP.
if you
You
get
had to
his
build them right though.
yeah,
Because your
like-
dude would go down a lot from other dumb stuff.
Yeah.
And you guys not built well for raid bosses. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Well, it depends on the raid boss.
Yeah.
Because for the dragons, I was just fucking wailing on them and knocking them out one by
Yeah.
one, which is
Did
crazy.
you ever beat the one that had the witch doctor? We struggled with that for a long time. I think
don't
we
know if
did.
Did we? I don't remember.
I think we did, but
We
we still had
might
to do the rare monsters. It's just we didn't finish all the things from
We
that
didn't
one.
finish yet. We still got a couple more.
We'll have to
things
check
there,
after this. Well, I'll check the achievements because
Yeah.
if we have it, we would. But I know we didn't finish all of the raid bosses.
No.
But we managed to fuck up most of them with just 2 people, and we weren't even close to the first 50.
I
count.
know.
No, we were in the 40s. But
we were in the
didn't hit the
40s
first
by the
cap
time.
yet.
Yeah, we didn't even hit the cap yet.
But anyway, going back to the DLC stuff. So they announced those 3, which I mean still is awesome. But I just found out earlier today as I was reading through stuff that they show for like a split second, and people have screenshotted it, they show silhouettes in the background of the other 6. So that's the big thing now is everyone's trying to speculate who are the other 6 DLCs. Now granted, I love NetherRealm, and they love the Troll though. I actually met Ed Boon once a few years ago. It was really freaking awesome. He's a cool dude, and I got to play originally before Mortal Kombat X came out. I got to play an early build of that with some select characters before it released from the conference I was at. Nice. But no, it was really cool. I got to actually meet him, and that dude is all about fans and stuff like that. Nice dude, and he's happy to be there with fans. I also met Nolan North that day too.
Shit,
who
awesome.
That dude stayed hours after the conference
he'll
because he said such a line of people. He's like, I don't have anywhere to go, and I feel bad, and I'm leaving. And he was taking time with everybody too. Like they were all asking him to do voicemails. Deadpool came out at the time,
Dude,
and he was having them do that voice.
I did that with the dude that did the voice for Professor Oak.
Really?
Yeah, I got to meet him at Too Many Games back in 2013.
Wait.
So yeah, they were great. They were awesome things with fans. But Ed Boon and NetherRealm, they love to troll people.
Oh yeah.
And that's one of the things that's fun about them. So they did this with 10 because they had generic silhouettes to throw people off, and then for like aliens reveal and stuff.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if you saw a silhouette of alien, you'd kind of figure that one out.
Yes, and Predator too.
Yeah. So some of these look like they're legit. There's one that's very basic. So people think it's a placeholder, but they're not sure. So they're speculating. But there's 6. 2 of them are definitive. One's definitely Raiden.
Yeah.
Which I think if you're gonna bring a second Mortal Kombat character in, Raiden is my next pick. Sub-Zero, Raiden, and Scorpion, I think are the 3 like.
Yeah.
I love Johnny Cage too, but those 3 are like the landmark recognizable characters, even more so than Liu Kang. And the other one, Black Manta, it's clearly him in the background. He's in one of the scene transitions. But then, so speculation also on the other 2. So we know 2 others, unless they're trolling us.
Wait,
2 of the other 6.
Raiden and
Black Manta.
I think Black Manta would probably be good.
No. They showed there's people screenshot the silhouette in the background of this trailer.
Where are
and
they?
you can see the silhouettes.
See them.
You gotta look up the picture. But yeah, people screenshotted it because there's like a split second, and then people lightened it so you could see them. So then there's speculation on the other ones. One popular one I think is actually pretty decent. There's definitely a female back there. And a lot of people think she's an Enchantress, like one that looks more similar to Suicide Squad, and I think that one looks pretty legit. Some people are thinking Ra's al Ghul for the one. But what's the big thing with Spawn? People were trying to get Spawn in the game or something, because that's what everybody keeps asking about.
There was actually I just saw an article that someone was speculating on who they thought were the DLC characters, and someone actually put Spawn in there.
Everyone's been. I saw that on everything I was reading.
Also, that same person.
Does DC have the rights to use Spawn for that? Like, sure. I know they own Dark Horse, and doesn't Dark Horse publish Spawn?
I think so.
That same person also said that there's going to be an alternate skin for Captain Cold as Mr. Freeze.
That could be interesting, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
That would definitely be cool, because they did it doing a couple of them. Power Girl for Supergirl.
Yeah.
That would be awesome, though, because I would never play as Captain Cold. I would definitely play as Mr. Freeze instead. He's way cooler.
Yeah.
They were just trying to cash in on the popularity of Flash right now with Captain Cold.
Or Legend. There'd be more Legends than
or
Flash.
Legends.
Yeah.
Either way. Well, I think Legends is more so why they have Firestorm. Because
Well,
who really
Firestorm
paid
and
attention to
Captain
Firestorm beforehand? And then, so Ra's al Ghul's another one. They're trying to
Static
Spawn. I feel
Shock?
like Spawn, that's a really long shot. None of them look like Static
A
Shock.
lot of people are.
A lot of people want them, but he
Yeah,
doesn't
a lot
look
of people
anything
want
like it,
Static
and I
Shock.
don't think they will with
I'm
Raiden.
trying to find these fucking silhouettes.
But you already have a Raiden in there, so you don't really need another electricity character.
I mean, technically, you don't need more electricity characters because you got both Flashes in there. That
Yeah,
Flash and
real
Reverse
electricity
Flash. Well,
characters. What are the other ones? Ra's al Ghul. I think Spawn should be in like the next Mortal Kombat, because I think he'd be a better violent video game character. Right, and I would love to see him in like Mortal Kombat 11. Another popular one people are hoping, Beast Boy.
Yeah, a lot of people want Beast Boy.
Because, the problem is how do you make him work? Because you'd have to make him shapeshift all the time between moves and attacks. But I think if they managed to work, that would be awesome. And they've done every other member between both games now of Teen Titans, because they already had Raven and Cyborg in the first one. She's
Yeah.
not back for the second one. Cyborg is back. Starfire's DLC.
Starfire, yeah.
Robin's officially.
always the...
No, he wasn't in the first one. It was
Oh,
Nightwing.
really?
There's Nightwing in the first one.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, technically, depending on which Nightwing you're playing as, was either Tim
Robin
Drake.
or
It was
not.
either, not Tim Drake. It was either
Damian
Wayne or Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
Wait, Batwoman is a premium for Batman?
That's what a lot of people are thinking.
Huh.
I don't think they've confirmed it yet or not.
Oh.
It's a logical one because that's what Kay was saying. Because he's like, well, there's no reason not to because
And,
they have the same movesets mostly.
Wildcat is a premium skin for Cheetah.
That's another one that's logical. It would make sense if they did it.
That's what I'm reading.
But yeah, so they've done all the Teen Titans at this point. And you had and Deathstroke was already in there too, so you can have another like Teen Titan reference character.
Vixen?
Vixen's the what is she again?
She's
one
the
that's
chick
kinda
that has
cat-looking?
the
necklace, right?
She has the one that has the necklace that has all the powers of all the different animals. Like she can get like super
animal-like,
strong with.
Yeah, that's what they were thinking. This female DLC character might be.
That's what I just read.
But realistically, you look at it, you definitely can see Enchantress a lot more, and it seems like Vixen would be better as an alternative skin.
Yeah.
So
That would
it'd
be
be
cool.
interesting, but unless they change something, it's definitely Raiden and Black Manta and two separate
Yeah.
packs. Like it's funny because they put them both in the middle of both, so they were instantly recognizable, and let the others kind of generic. But you never know; the other ones might just be placeholders.
Yeah.
You kind of feel it. And then the other popular one, somebody was trying to argue that the one that looks like a gorilla, they're like, it might be Beast Boy as a gorilla form. Like, how great it would be if he comes out as a gorilla and turns into Beast Boy. Like, I don't think that's likely. There's a little short character there that looks more Beast Boy-ish.
Yeah.
But then somebody did like a side-by-side comparison, look of it as Azrael. Because of like the stockiness of his look and build and stuff like that. And it does look like a hood thing. I'm like, you know what? If you stock him up with the way he does look, it could look like Azrael. And he'd be a good
Azrael would
combination
be
of
a
that,
good add-on.
Yeah.
It would be really worth it.
Fuck.
So,
Speaking
be
of,
interesting.
Speaking of games that are really worth it,
Uh-oh.
Oh, here they are.
this
I
past
found it.
week we saw the
that's definitely
third inducted class into the World Video Game Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, you were
There was
talking
a
about,
second-
you were
Yeah.
telling us about this in the
The
car.
first one
It
was
was started in 2015.
Yeah, the first one was Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda and I think Super Mario Brothers.
I would be upset if Mario wasn't the second one. Maybe Donkey Kong was number 3?
Well, there's a whole class of them.
Mm-hmm.
Donkey Kong is in.
Yeah,
the
it's
class.
kind of like the
sort
Rock
of
and Roll Hall
like
of
Sports
Fame
Hall of
and
Fame.
the-
Like they'll give you like a
Sports Hall of
handful,
Fame.
Okay.
but they'll highlight it with one major one. So with this one, it's
Would they all get inducted?
yeah, the ones that I'm listing off here that made it. We got Donkey Kong, Halo 1, Pokemon's Red and Green, so the Japanese releases, and Street Fighter 2 were this year's class.
Who was the main one?
Donkey Kong.
Okay, so Donkey. I'm like surprised by that, but not Metroid, not Final Fantasy.
Well, I'll put it to you like this.
Final Fantasy
Couldn't
like
like
the
Pokemon.
Here was the rest that filled out this year's finalists. To go along with those 1, 2, 3, to go along with those 4, technically 5 if you count Green as a separate game. The other 8 finalists for 2017 were Final Fantasy VII, Mortal Kombat, Myst, Portal, Resident Evil 1, Tomb Raider, Wii Sports, and Microsoft Windows Solitaire.
Really?
That's
Yes.
crazy.
In the stretch for that last one?
Yeah.
Did you mention Metroid in there? Am I crazy? No?
No.
No.
Well, here goes the list
Also,
of...
Shawn, I can see what you're talking about with the Azrael for that one.
I didn't notice it until somebody got one of the others started pointing it out.
Here goes the ones that were already in before the 2017 induction. It was Pong, Pac-Man, Mario Brothers, Tetris, Doom, World of Warcraft, GTA 3, Legend of Zelda, Oregon Trail, The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Space Invaders.
Nice. I can agree. I think it was almost all of those.
I'm trying to see which
Yeah,
character.
I mean they all make
guess
sense, so I like them all. I've
People are trying to say that one looks like Spawn.
played every single one of these.
I don't know. I'm like looking at these.
So
Sorry, I'm like really intrigued now, and I'm trying to guess who these characters.
Like,
are.
it's hard to tell, and
Yeah.
again, they could
Yeah,
be
like the only two that you definitely know for sure is fucking
Raiden,
Black Manta, yeah, and Raiden.
Yeah,
But there's a person that could be
congratulations to
trolling.
all of those titles that
Indeed.
got inducted in. A lot of essentials there. Bummed about Microsoft Windows Solitaire. Kidding.
How could Solitaire
Nah,
not make it?
I'm definitely bummed that FF7 didn't make it.
I'm surprised that they
But
were
there's
able
still-
to pick a Final Fantasy
There's,
between
there's,
4
there's
and
still
7.
there's still plenty of time for
Oh god, Final Fantasy 4 is great.
Final Fantasy 6
6 is good too.
I don't
with
feel like
Terra and Locke,
Yeah. Dude, come on.
also known as
Cecil
3
and
in
Pain?
America.
that's what I'm thinking of. Then I
Yeah.
said 4 and I meant
It was-
6. I
Dude,
thought
4 is
No.
great.
No,
which
4
one's Kefka? 6.
Kefka's 5.
3.
No.
It's in
Oh,
America.
it's the
He's-
American
Is it
5,
3,
but
but it was
it's...
6?
No, the Japanese 5, but American 3.
There you
That
go.
was Japanese 6, American 3.
No, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That's why I was like confused. I'm like, I know it's the one with Kefka. That's the
and
one
then
that
4 and 6. I thought it was 4 and 6 and 3 and 5 were the mix-ups between
don't
Japan and
remember.
America.
they
don't remember.
They didn't work.
I
out
don't
well.
know.
I don't remember, but I know that Final Fantasy 3 is my favorite, and
Someone-
then it's 7,
Someone fucking wrote
and then 15.
Raven as a possible for that female.
No, because
So,
they already did Raven in the first
yeah.
one.
Yo,
Doesn't
that
look
is
like
so
the Raven
Raven.
character they use.
Not so Raven.
That is so Raven.
I'd also be disappointed to bring a character back from the first one as a
It's a
DLC,
DLC,
character.
yeah.
That'd be fucking stupid.
That would be. Granted, I still want to see someone come back. I was hoping Martian Manhunter would be in
Yeah.
this one. Zatanna. Like, I didn't get to play the DLC characters
even
in the first
Lobo.
one. Lobo would be interesting. I'm fine without Zod. I don't really
Yeah.
know why they did him.
Well, because everyone had their deal before him.
Yeah.
How much of a difference in moveset was he really from Superman?
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Realistically, he shouldn't have been that different from Superman.
Yeah. So, how's everyone enjoying the influx of grass Pokemon in Pokemon Go?
Oh, you
Not
beat me
that
to that
great.
topic.
Anyone fucking tired of it because you already have all the grass types?
In our region, yes. But here's the best part. This is why I wanted to bring this up.
Because there are a lot
We-
of places where grass types don't even show up that often.
Yeah,
so,
I
like
would say,
how we
in
rarely
here,
get fucking
water-
fire types.
Water
Yeah.
and grass are prevalent where we are. So we
Yeah.
got lucky. When you think about it, we got the majority of Pokemon are common in our area because grass and water are the
Yeah.
biggest. Fire's got the lowest amount of Pokemon
Appearance
in
rates.
it. Well, not appearance rate, but just in sheer
In general,
numbers.
yeah.
But we've now had a water event. We now have a grass event. We're fucking.
Fire.
There's
Has
no
to
way
be a
we're not.
fire.
Gonna,
Fire.
there's no way we're not gonna get fire.
Of which
would be
I
great for
actually
us.
agreed with
Yeah, me and
Rat's
Austin
contemplation
had
about it.
that,
It would have to be 4th of July
4th of
because
July with
I
the
think so.
fireworks.
fireworks, fire types, like it would make fucking sense. Or even Memorial Day, everybody barbecues on Memorial Day. You
Well,
need
yeah,
fire
Memorial
for a
Day though
barbecue.
is coming up though. It's
Yeah.
this month, right?
It's the end of the
I think
month.
it's too soon.
I would say 4th of July. Probably.
Yeah, 4th of July
I would
seems
say
like it
if
would
they
be-
didn't do Cinco de
Either that
Mayo,
or even the summer solstice,
Yeah,
which is like mid-June.
Yeah.
like June 21st or something.
Yeah, like the 21st or the 22nd, something like that, which
Black
gives them
Monday.
plenty of time.
I think 4th of July is good because that gives them
About 2 months.
about 2 months. And what was the spring one? Was Easter, which was like
Easter.
mid-April.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not that separate.
Mid-April, first week
Beginning
of
of-
May.
beginning
It seems like they've been
April.
doing one like.
Yeah, that's
every
like a
month.
month. That's about a month apart.
Yeah.
And then the water festival.
I will
was the
go
month
hunting
before
for
that
fires.
in March.
Yeah, the water festival was March.
March.
Then
We had
April.
the we had,
Oh,
we had
Easter.
the
I'm thinking Easter.
we had the Valentine's thing in February, the water festival in March,
Yeah.
the egg what I call the Pokemon Go egg hunt in
eggs-
April,
Mm.
and then
Extravaganza.
Grass
Extravaganza.
event.
yeah, and then the what I call the grass growth.
The
Yeah.
grass growth.
I forgot.
April
winter-
showers
win-
bring May
Yeah,
flowers.
winter is gone, spring is here. It's time for the
Yeah.
grass to grow.
Yeah, it's chilly outside today. It's May
Yeah.
and it's chilly.
Bring on Delibird.
They still haven't programmed them now.
I still think Delibird's in.
He'll definitely
I
have
saw-
an increased
I
spawn
saw-
from
I
Christmas.
saw-
Him and Jinx.
I saw a Corsola in a gym last week.
Yeah,
Really?
But they're unique compared to all the other region Pokemon.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
fucking-
They're on a
Latitude specific.
latitude,
yeah.
which I thought was interestingly different. But fucking get rid of the region lock Pokemon. We all are tired.
Yeah,
of it.
like I want
No.
my fucking
I want-
Farfetch'd and
I want
Kangaskhan,
my
motherfucker.
fucking-
Dude, say, I
Fuck
want a
that.
Heracross.
I want my
Yeah.
Mr. Mime, motherfuckers.
I need all of them.
I want a
I don't
fucking
even care.
Heracross,
I just need
dude.
them all. I need
can't hatch
Kangaskhan,
them either.
I need
Yeah.
Heracross.
There's
I
no
need
way
Heracross.
Farfetch'd. I need Mr.
Yeah.
Mime.
I want them
I
all.
need
You
Corsola.
can't-
But,
Just give me
I
my
forget
shit,
if you
man.
can hatch them.
My question for you guys is, when abouts do you think Gen 3 will possibly come into the mix?
Probably the
This
same
year.
time that Gen 2 came out this past year.
Do you think they're going to wait a whole year?
No, I
think
they
around
did
the summer.
6 months.
I think their next major update will be during the summer because they're saying they want to do more this summer again to make the summer
Well,
again the summer of Pokemon Go.
There was an article
is
that
good.
I read that said that they're getting closer to legendaries.
Legend, yeah, that's why I sent you.
Yeah.
and
The legendaries are
and there's
likely
a lot
the
of
next big
there's a
thing
lot
to
of
come.
speculation going on because they said the people at Niantic said they want to do more they want to try and make it a multiplayer based thing that they want to do, which could possibly be the trades.
Yes.
To at least start.
Oh,
Yes.
God, I can't wait. That'd be
I
dope.
just want to be
They
able
said-
to
they
do,
said they have
do
a-
candies with
They said
people.
they have a
Yeah.
lot planned to make this summer a good summer for people to play Go.
Hopefully.
I think so.
One of
I
the
think
things, one of the
know
things
that
they've
that's
done
gonna
is
be
they've
the best
teamed
thing.
up with a major group that does a lot of outdoor, like, events and stuff.
Okay.
And they just this weekend did an event in Charlotte, North Carolina, where along this like 3-4 block stretch, they just had all sorts of Pokemon themed shit and like
Wow.
just like basically like had like giant things like pointing out stops and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
The turnout was incredible.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, the game is fucking really popular. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
So it was Charlotte, North Carolina to start off.
yeah.
So who knows? It could run up the coast.
Yeah, I'm hoping for.
I hope it runs up the coast and doesn't just go cross country straight from here.
Yeah.
So I'll be very upset.
I really
I
want
totally missed what that was about.
just like big events.
Niantic teamed up with
Yeah.
a big company that does outdoor events to start doing Pokemon Go events in like actual events in cities.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm kind of liking this whole
their
like
first
every
one was,
month pretty much being an event now.
Yeah,
Changing.
their
We
first-
had New Year's at the beginning of January. Yeah, we have something every month.
Yeah, we
New
had
Year's
the
in
New Year's
January.
thing. Yeah.
And Christmas was December. November was Thanksgiving.
Did they do something for Thanksgiving? I don't remember.
No.
Yeah, it was
I don't
small.
know.
It was a
Yeah.
small one.
It was a small one. It was like I think flying type Pokemon were more,
Oh,
were
yeah.
more prevalent.
Really?
And
Yeah.
and Ponyta and Rapidash. Too.
Yes, I do remember
Yeah.
that. That's some weird combination of choices.
Yeah.
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 And then October they did the
Halloween
The Halloween.
event.
the Halloween
Which
one,
I still
still
think
the
was
best
the best
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
Well,
I wound up
especially
getting. I wound up getting
yeah.
2 Marowaks, 2 Hypnos, a Gengar.
Yeah, same.
I got so many games.
I
We
got
actually
so
and-
fought-
many
and-
Marowaks
and
and Gengars.
I hatched a
Haunter's.
Machop and it gave me enough candies to boost and evolve it into a Machoke,
Nice.
which I thought was
I didn't
incredible.
get the
Yeah, we-
Machoke till recently, like
Nice.
about last month.
Still far away from a champ on that.
Same.
Like the first like
I've
3
had, like,
months of
30
me
candies,
having
though.
Go, I hatched back-to-back 10Ks and they were Chanseys.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you're
just
Same
hatched.
thing with
I,
mine.
Because I'm the
Oh, I just
greatest.
got
I
Gligar.
just
I just hatched a
hatched
10
my
egg and got Gligar,
Hey,
which I
guess
haven't
what?
had yet.
I
So
hatched
did
a
you?
fucking Gligar today too. Now I have 93 candies. Fucking bullshit.
I still haven't even seen a Gligar, so the 10 egg
Neither
bottle
had
wants
she.
more.
It hatched from my egg, and she's like, "What's that?" And I was like,
Yeah, 'cause I
and
haven't
meanwhile
got
me,
one
I'm
yet.
just like, "What the fuck, you piece of shit!" So fucking.
Well, you were
I know,
definitely
I don't
saying
even
worse
have
than
one.
that. I know you, Red.
Yeah.
Kefka
They're very
is in
angry.
Final Fantasy 6,
So 3 and
which
6.
would have been 3.
Oh, okay. So 3
So
and
3, 6.
Okay.
And then it's 2 and 5.
Yeah.
No, I thought
yeah,
2 was normal with us. I thought 1 and 2
No.
we got normally.
No.
No, I think he's right. Yeah.
Right,
I still,
they,
I'm
they
sorry.
Released
But,
they released that GBA bundle, Dawn of Souls or whatever it was called,
yeah.
which was the original 1 and 2.
Yeah, I remember that.
Which one was still the same one with like Garland and shit,
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 was our correct one.
and then the mix-up was 2, 5, 3, 6, and then 4 was still 4,
Yeah. 4. I fucking love.
which was
4.
the one with
Cecil,
Kane, Rosa,
Rydia.
Param,
Yeah.
Tella.
And I played more in the first level.
Yeah.
What was the
Yang.
monk? Yeah, Yang.
Yeah.
And,
I fucking love Yang.
Fasoya
Yeah.
and Edge.
Edge. I fucking love Edge.
Edge
should've
was
just
the best,
making up
but,
words
but Ed,
and just
he,
saying
he,
it's
wa-
in
he wasn't
Final
he wasn't no fucking Shadow though.
Yeah. Did you ever
Cyan's my favorite character in
Did you ever-
Final Fantasy 3.
play the After Years?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I love their children now. They're fucking
Yeah.
they're so good. That was great. I love Final Fantasy 4. It's probably my favorite Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 4 was awesome.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 3 was really good.
Yeah, I played 3.
Still bummed that 7 didn't make the Hall of Fame though, but
It probably will next year.
next year.
Yeah.
There's always next year.
Yeah,
Just like I said-
they're
just
running
like I
out of
say
good
with-
content to induct in, so eventually it's going to have
Yeah,
to.
just like I'm saying with the Phillies already.
It'll be another like 30-some years. You'll see a World Series again.
Yeah.
I got to see
Phillies
one.
teams do not manage
Look,
to take it.
Hey, I got to see one. That's all that matters.
You get like one in a lifetime practically with.
Yeah,
Philly
you haven't had
teams.
one in 20 years, so.
Yeah, and really, when you have what? You have a handful of championships between all your sports teams. I think if you combine all the Philly championships, you have enough Super Bowl wins of Dallas.
Still, it's been 20 years for a team in your.
And how many years has it been since your team won a Super Bowl?
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about championships in general.
I don't know any other Dallas. I'm not only Dallas. I'm only
The
for
Dallas
Cowboys.
Stars, the Dallas Mavericks.
I'm not a Dallas fan. I'm just
The
Dallas
Mavericks,
Cowboys.
The Mavericks are a good ass basketball
Yeah.
team, dude.
I'm just Cowboys from Dallas. Everything
they
else,
were.
I'm
Yeah,
Phillies.
they were.
Everything else.
Then Steve Nash left.
That's the
They
same
still got,
thing with me. Like
Dirk, yeah.
football's the only thing that I'm
Still got
not
Dirk.
Philly.
And I love all my other Phillies teams, but I still realistically would go, we are the cockiest motherfuckers ever for having the least shit to back it up.
Yeah, for
So
real.
Yeah.
Because we got the best fans in sports.
We got the worst fans in sports
Yeah,
because
right.
they're assholes. Yo, you go to any Philadelphia related game with the opposite jersey, they'll jump your ass. What the fuck
Not
is
all the
wrong
time.
with that?
Not all the
A
time.
good
Not all
chunk.
the time.
If they
Not all
lose,
the
they
time.
will. If I go to a Dallas Eagles game wearing a Dallas Cowboys jersey and
Oh,
Dallas
yeah.
won,
Yeah,
Of course, because
but-
it's a
Yeah.
rival. It's like walking into
Yeah.
a Phillies game wearing a fucking Mets
Cowboys.
jersey. Like you're gonna get shit on.
yeah,
Now, at
still.
least for
That's
me,
the difference.
now last year I went to an Eagles Pittsburgh game. Now that one, no one said anything to me
I mean,
about.
they'll give you-
It was
they'll give you
Because it's a
Pittsburgh.
Philadelphia.
They'll give you
Or
grief.
like
It's a
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania
they'll
team,
give
at
they'll
least,
give you
but
grief about it,
Dallas-
but they won't. They
That's
won't
what I
talk
mean.
shit.
Like, if it's a rival, then they're gonna be
Yeah,
like,
then you're
I'm gonna
just-
fucking beat your
you're
ass.
just, you're just an idiot.
Yeah, but
See, I can understand not
You're
liking the
just an
rival team,
opposing
but
team.
still, like the fucking
Look,
the
I'll
extent
I'll
they get to.
I'll
Come
just
on.
put it to you like this, Shawn. I see you wear more green than I do blue.
Oh,
That's right
Just
now.
saying.
Almost all my most of my shirts all over there are blue. I think they're now turning more black. I
Like
have
your soul.
2 usually.
Welcome to
Actually,
the party.
it's funny. I think I only own actually like
Same.
3 green. I own 3 green shirts. That's it. This.
Got my Typhlosion on.
I got
Resident
this.
Evil.
I got my college shirt, and I got the one Xbox shirt. Everything else is blue and black. Really.
For real, he really
Yeah,
does
I
wear a lot
usually-
of blue.
I used to have almost everything was blue. I went through a phase where I was like, screw it, I just want blue
Oh.
shirts. They're all different shade shirts, but
I was gonna say,
The
most
only
of my
blue shirt
clothes
I
are
have is
red,
my
blue,
Mega
or
Man
black,
shirt.
So.
Same.
so now I'm trying to
gray,
diversify,
a
get
little
more.
bit of
Like I'm wearing green
Diversify.
because I'm trying to diversify from just black and blue. All
Diversify,
the time.
mother suck.
Yeah.
Mother suck.
Mother suck.
So something that's non-video game related, and I thought this was funny. I read this article that Rad last night when we were on Xbox. So you know how there's been all this shit with the problems and issues with the airlines.
Yes.
You
did tell me about
What was the one that the guy got thrown off and knocked out? Was that
United?
American?
That
That
was
was
United.
It's United. Okay, then
And
this
then
is
there was a whole
like,
other thing that happened with United.
Scorpion.
Yeah, the Scorpion
Scorpion,
thing.
yeah.
I
And
remember
then
that
the
one.
thing with fucking Delta.
Yeah.
Which
that
one was
just
Delta?
happened.
Wait, which one was Delta?
The family of 4 with 2 2-year-olds that got thrown off the plane.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
they,
Yeah,
they
well, I didn't
won't
read
give
that
up
article.
the.
Why?
Because they wouldn't give up
Yeah,
one
the
of the
one
2-year-old
seats.
seats. Yeah.
Why?
He fucking bought the seat. He wasn't giving it the fuck up.
No,
Like,
no,
it was
I
his
mean,
kid's
why
seat.
did they need to
Because
give
they
it up?
overbooked. Because airlines
Ah.
are stupid.
Yeah, I'd be like, fine, but you're giving me more than I paid. You're giving me.
You're giving me double my fucking plane ticket price, asshole.
Listen, at minimal, you need to give me obviously what I want back. But 2, this is a slight safety hazard. I should,
And it's a fucking inconvenience. Like, I need an aggravation fee on top of that.
Yeah.
Listen, people will expect a lot more for some dumb shit. Don't
Oh,
get me
yeah.
wrong. There are some cases where it's like, all right, well, if you guys overbook, that's a little bit your problem. Make it a little nicer. There are people who extend it where it's like, I want this, this, and this. Well, no. I mean, we're just asking you to move something over your seat. We're going to give you some money back for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah,
people
they can
expect
at
a lot
least do
more
that.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
But-
their thing was, they literally came out, they were like, look, you guys gotta get off the plane. They were like, why? Like, we paid for that seat. Like, then how
Yeah.
about, the guy went, how about this? I'll take the car seat out of that seat. I'll hold the kid. When the plane gets up in the air and that attendant starts going and doing his thing, can I put him back in that seat? And they were like, no. He's like, well, what can we do from here? They're like, you either walk off the plane yourself or we take you off the plane.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was like, this is fucking ridiculous.
I know they apologized
Yeah.
for it. That was the last.
No.
I didn't read the article. The thing I just read this morning and mentioned the fact that they apologized that it was not a way they should have handled it.
Yeah, definitely
But
wasn't.
all these things are coming to limelight now. I'm like, one, I think some things are a little exaggerated. 2, I don't know what it is lately. I feel like this hasn't been that big of a problem as much as
Until
we're
recently.
seeing it now.
Until
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But then now, but people are pulling stuff out of the woodworks now too, where it's kind of like, all right, well, you're bitching, but it's one of those like, you get over it.
Yeah.
My favorite one is I read him one last night. A guy just filed $100,000 lawsuit. $100,000 lawsuit against. It was United. I know it's the same company that had the knock. And that's why, because all of a sudden there's this issue with inconvenience. Guy from Australia is suing them $100,000 because he had to sit next to 2 fat people.
Yeah.
I kid you not. That is how this worded this
Yeah,
thing.
he read this shit to me last
He,
night. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Now, it
That's
says
a
he
little
has
ridiculous.
scoliosis. And that because he had to sit next to these 2 hefty people, and he described it weirdly. He had to sit, crouch, bend, stand in order to comfortably be able to get through the flight because they wouldn't allow him to move. But at the same time, he admitted it was a fully booked flight. So you also can't
move.
Somebody's got
Yeah.
to. But there's no way of them knowing, like, who to move where, who to inconvenience. Like, you have to get somebody else to agree to move.
Yeah, like.
But there was
Yeah.
no. I can understand there was an open. Well, there was an open seat. Sure, let him move. They clearly said it wasn't. He said it was a booked flight. It was like, oh, I've had to deal with additional medical situations because it was a 12-hour flight because it was to Los Angeles from Australia.
Yeah.
And you know, aggravated made things worse. $100,000 for moving your seat, like, and you waited until now to file it.
Yeah, this flight wasn't like 2015.
It was 2015. Sorry, I forgot that part.
Yeah.
2015.
Statute of limitations, dude. You fucking lose.
Yeah.
Like, the second he walks into court that a judge is going to be like, this is from 2015, he goes, yeah, like, nope, bang, get the fuck out.
I can't imagine a judge saying yes to this again.
No.
It's like the thing was booked. You also, people can't know this stuff. Like, you know, you can't predict ahead of time who's going to have possibly what issues with stuff.
Yeah.
Scoliosis is not something that's mentioned in any form I've ever filled out going with stuff on a flight.
Yeah.
So you can't know that. And people who buy the seats, they can't discriminate and say, oh, you can't sit here because of your weight or something.
Yeah.
You might be required to buy an extra seat if you're very hefty. I know that's a policy for a lot of places.
Yes.
If you can't comfortably sit, you're required to buy 2 seats. I feel bad, but at the same time, I understand the side of the airlines on that one. I would also really hate flying then if I had to always buy 2 seats. That would be... that'd be hell.
I just wouldn't fly.
Yeah, like that would make you kind of want to rethink some things right there.
Yeah.
But and I can understand the flights thing where it's like,
either
well, we
your
can't
life
book
situation or your travel situation.
Yeah.
You're going to
Or
think
both.
one of two things.
And I understand the airlines thing. We're like, well, if we have to waste another seat for this, you know, we now are losing profit. We can't book another customer
person,
for this flight
who's going to buy
because
shit on the flight
Yeah.
because you have to take up 2 seats.
Yeah, so I can understand on that
You did?
side. But apparently this wasn't enough of a spillover.
fat ass.
Listen,
I wasn't going to go there, you son of a bitch. I wasn't. I wasn't going to do it. You did it.
well, we're banned. Good job. This was a great podcast while we still had
What an
it.
asshole.
Kay's not here 1 week, and Kay goes, Rad goes ultra racist. now. Ultra biased.
Kay disappears for a week and Rad goes fat shaming.
Yeah.
There it is.
Did anyone racist before we started?
What?
I remember that.
Because
emphasis.
I talked about the heavy inflection on the word black before.
Every time he mentions black,
Oh,
he really
whatever.
heavy
No one fucking
emphasizes
listens
it.
to me.
Whatever, guys. Jesus Christ.
It's not black, it's black.
I,
Like, Jesus Christ, Rad.
They're
I would
playing.
think you being a person of color would understand.
Yeah.
oh, my God.
They're playing Crash and had.
I'm sorry, I went there now.
Yeah. They're playing. Airplane crash and had to recover the black box.
What the I don't even put that on emphasis on it. You need to calm down.
Sometimes you really you pause. Sometimes you pause. And it's great.
Oh my god, dude.
Here's the thing, though. I've never checked. Does he do it on any other colors? Like maybe he does on everything. Like I've never checked him with anything that says white.
I've never heard him say brown.
Yeah. No, I think he does.
Brown
emphasize
never
brown.
really comes up in a conversation.
Well, it just did, so.
What was the
Well,
color
yeah.
of that turd?
What was the color of that?
What was the color of that turd, Rad?
Brown?
Why'd you have to single it out like that?
Well,
You could have said brown turd. No, you had to go brown.
Forced imposed racism.
I
Way to
know.
go, Shawn.
Yeah, what the
Are
hell?
you assuming he's a racist?
Yeah.
I
You
know he
assuming,
is.
bro?
Okay, I'm kidding. Rad is-
I've heard what he's called Bulbasaur.
I'm so triggered.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
it's true. He's
I'm
only
so
racist.
triggered right now.
He's only racist against green things.
No, I'm racist against fucking stubborn ass Pokemon who won't get
I was
his
gonna say
damn Pokeball.
he just throws racial
No.
slurs at Pokemon to join his team.
Yeah, basically.
That was still.
I just can't
That's
wait until
still
they
my
actually
thing.
introduce legendaries and one of them fucking runs on you and
I
I'm there.
would.
I would-
I
literally
will
scream.
laugh to death.
Well, here's the thing: the catching thing. They said that's going to be the next major thing because they've
Yeah.
already been working on
But
it.
they also said that legendary is going to be limited in going to be limited use for gyms. I don't know if that means.
I think that's good. I don't think they
I
should.
don't know
put
if that
them
means
in.
you
feel
can
like-
only use them to fight
I
the gym.
feel like that's what it might be because
Yeah.
they might be too overpowered.
Yeah,
I just
So
want
I feel like they're all gonna have the ultimate move for their type.
probably.
Like
yeah.
Articuno's gonna have Blizzard, Moltres is gonna have what is it, Fire,
Fire
Blast,
Blast, yeah, and then
Hydra,
Which is all
Zapdos
kind of what they
and
have.
Thunder.
Which is all moves that are already in there.
and then
Yeah.
Mewtwo will have Psychic.
Yeah, and then
Like all that
you
kind of
would
stuff.
probably also have.
Really, the only thing
Like,
that had any
yeah.
problems with those Pokemon, the programming part's easy. They don't have anything to do unique with them. They're going to use the same movesets. They
Yeah.
might have a higher CP because of it.
Yeah.
Realistically, the only reason
Yeah.
it's not showing up is because they want to make an event out of it. Like, there's going to be conditions
Yeah.
to get them. Not just, holy crap, I got this really lucky time and managed to find an Articuno.
Right.
And that's my concern, though, is depending on how they do the event. They said they are acknowledging the gym issues, where people are just planting gyms. And they are. They just get coins every single day, and they're just getting all the free stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a dude one time. I was at a gym walking by near the water tower that we sometimes hunt at.
Right.
And I remember just going there, and there was a couple people battling at it, and I joined in. I was battling at it too. I literally watched somebody come charging out of a house after people stopped battling, and he just went in, and I just saw him buffing up the gym again, just rebeating back up. I'm like, really? Because he lived right there, and he's just trying to get his money thing. I'm like, you really gotta be a cocksucker every time. And unfortunately, in this area,
Dude,
I'm instinct, and there's no instinct in this area.
I just last night was down at Bristol Wharf and single-handedly took down a level 7 Valor gym because I had the time.
Yeah, I've done that.
I almost took down
Put my own
10
Gyarados in and then fucking bodied it with an Executor that was like 700 CP lower, just to boost it up to level 3. For in case people happen to pass by, we're like, oh, I could drop something in there really quick.
Your best bet is to have a couple of young teammates with you, so if you bump down a gym, you could throw several things up there. Because if there's only like 2 or 3 things in there, people are going to shit it down all the time.
I'm a Mystic.
Yeah. Every time I'm with Shawn fucking doing Pokemon, he's Instinct and I'm Valor. So
I feel like we should all make alternative, just like strictly Hawkwalk accounts. With our Hawkwalk emails, all be the same team and just take a gym and have it be the Hawkwalk gym.
That would be good, honestly.
That would be fucking awesome.
Imagine one day we found the studio, and I know Joe probably won't be around.
Player
We found the
trades
studio
and get them to make us a gym.
Make a gym.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just have each one of us in there. Hawkwalk Shawn, Hawkwalk
That'd be great.
Hawk Rad, Hawk
especially
Hawk
after player trades happen, because then you can just we can have someone log into the account that we want to trade something to, and then just throw it over to that account so that we can have it in that gym.
We have it like souped up, like nothing but bird-like Pokemon in there too. So we throw all 3 of the legendary birds up there.
And the dogs.
No, there's nothing Hawkwalk related to dogs.
All 3 of the legendary birds are fucking.
Oh, Lugia and
Ho-Oh.
Ho-Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll take those. So there's 10 possible.
Better than fucking Noctowl.
Now here's my, but
no, not those kind of shitty birds.
They started coming out
There's
with
no good birds
signature
right now.
moves.
That's what she said.
For the legendaries, starting with Gen 2. So I'm wondering if they're gonna do that with Lugia and Ho-Oh. Like, I mean, because, you know, Lugia has Aeroblast, and then Ho-Oh has Sacred Fire.
Yeah.
So...
Honestly, I don't think they will.
That's probably something they're trying to work in still.
Yeah. I would hope so.
I think the main
I really...
thing is-
I like that about Pokemon. That start, like, that almost every legendary has their own signature move.
It should be... I do like that, too. I mean, it should be interesting.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're acknowledging the imbalance already with gyms, so they said they're going to do something to rectify and fix that. So thank fucking God, because I'm tired of the campers in the gym who are just earning money,
like
and I have to get lucky to get like 1 a day if I'm in the area to get it, and then hold it for a couple of hours.
What they need to do is
It's like we're doing the wave, Shawn.
They need to start.
Oh my God! Walk off Homer.
They need to do another balance thing because like you're starting to see the same Pokemon in gyms again. So I think they need to do another.
It's all Dragonites, Gyarados.
No, I know that's what I mean. I feel like
Snorlaxes and Snorlaxes.
Yeah,
I feel occasionally Vaporeon.
Well, see, here's my.
The one that I took down last night was topped with an Espeon.
The one thing that pisses me off about Pokemon Go is that, like, in the real games, starter Pokemon are like something rare, and I feel like they don't really like give anything to that. Like, I feel like starter Pokemon should be some of the highest CP Pokemon in the game.
They should, but they nerfed a bunch. Like, Blastoise used to be stronger.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I haven't maxed out.
Yeah,
but they nerfed them
down.
That's
same
what I'm saying.
Same with Venusaur. Like, Blastoise can't get as strong as Venusaur, which is stupid. I don't know what Charizard's max is, but I'll be pissed if Charizard's is higher because I think traditionally of the 3 starters, Charizard would always have the lowest of the possible HP. I'm pretty sure Venusaur and Blastoise would traditionally have more but he has a more diverse. But he has a diverse skill set technically.
Yes.
Yeah, higher speed and special.
Speed, special, and technically physical. I think he has the highest physical of all 3.
Yes,
really?
out of all 3, he has the highest physical attack.
I find that a little shocking. Actually.
No, because you have Blastoise. Blastoise is defensive.
Yeah, defense and HP.
Venusaur is more HP.
Venusaur was
special.
HP special and defense.
And yet, when they line them up, Blastoise is still the best of all of them.
Well,
taking typing out.
Take into consideration, Blastoise can learn a move that can wreck both.
Well, they took typing. They took typing and special ability with that out just by like base stats. As I did, like Venusaur clearly was like 3rd. Like taking out typing. But Blastoise outranks Charizard in that sense.
At level 100, just in terms of speed, from what I've seen from looking into it with Stadium.
Charizard's fastest.
Venusaur is a 205 speed, Blastoise is a 225, and Charizard's about 253.
Yeah,
that sounds right.
Yeah.
I would expect Charizard to definitely be the fastest.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and for some reason, every time I use him at level 100, he always has Dig.
That's weird.
Dig, Fire Blast, Slash, and Bite.
This is Fire Blast instead of Fire Spin.
Or sometimes it's Sword Dance.
Yeah, that's another thing that I really hope they...
Sometimes it is Fire Spin instead of Fire
They get
Blast.
back into with the Switch. Is like another like Pokemon Stadium-esque game.
I would love it.
'Cause-
I would love that. I would love a full-fledged Pokemon game built like the Stadium engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shot onto 3D parts.
Yeah. I mean,
but-
that's what they kind of did with Sun and Moon, but it just wasn't big enough. Like,
Yeah, I want something big.
Yeah.
Gotta scale it up more.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. What do you guys think is next? Do you guys think they're gonna do a third Sun and Moon game, or do you think they're gonna skip straight to Diamond and Pearl remake?
Well, they didn't do it with X and Y, so
They didn't do it with Black and White either.
They did sequels.
Black, White
It's
2.
sequels.
Yeah.
That's different.
Well, that's
to
the
me,
thing.
though.
They
Where,
could
where
either-
would you go from Black and White? Gray?
Gray.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know.
Magenta.
But yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I feel
Brown,
like they're,
Cyan.
Brown. Pokemon Brown.
I feel
Pokemon
like
Magenta
they're
and Cyan.
Pokemon Rusty.
You know, a lot of those games, a lot of those are actually fan-made games now.
The powder puff version of Red and Blue is Magenta and Cyan.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
It's
I don't
all
think they're doing
just
thirds
like
I don't
Jigglypuffs
either.
and Marrows.
I think they're gonna go straight to Diamond and Pearl because they've been hinting a lot at Diamond and Pearl.
I still find that to be unnecessary because you
Especially
could take a Diamond Pearl and play it on 3DS.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the Switch is out now, so a lot of people think that if they do Diamond and Pearl remakes, it's
It
gonna
might
be
be
for
on
the
the
Switch.
Switch.
I would be behind.
I would
that.
get down with that.
Yeah,
I'd be
As
down
long
with
as,
that.
And-
as long as I can still trade with my handhelds.
yeah.
Like don't
With the
don't
3DS,
ostracize my.
Oh yeah, of course,
3D.
because you would be able.
Well,
to
here's the thing: all they would
like-
have to do is implement the Pokebank onto
Yeah.
the Switch, and then you can just transfer everything that way,
Exactly.
Which I need to do
which would
more
make
with
it
that
easier.
still.
That'd be incredible.
Because like a lot of people are saying that they're hinting at it a lot because you have the new movie that's coming out, which
Yeah.
is a retelling of the original Ash meets
Bless you.
Pikachu,
Which is stupid. Thing.
but his new traveling companions both have Gen 4 partners.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the one is traveling with a Lucario, the other one's traveling with a Piplup.
Love
Plus they also released some kind of thing the other day, it was weird. It was like an advertisement for some kind of event, but it had all Gen 4 Pokemon on it. So like a lot of people think that that's what they're hinting at. There's also a lot of Gen 4 references in Sun and Moon. So
Yeah.
We'll see.
it's a
They're gonna-
chance that that's probably what's going to be next.
You don't have to worry. They're going to constantly keep doing new Pokemon stuff no matter what.
I know.
It's the
see,
best-selling
my only thing is
handheld franchise.
is that if
Yeah,
they do
literally,
Gen
like-
4 remakes, I want either a like godlike form for Arceus, like some new fucking badass god form for Arceus, because that's when Arceus originally came out.
I know, but I want Mega Evolution.
And I
I'm done with
also
Mega
Dude,
Evolution.
want-
fucking Mega Giratina. Let's go.
Mega Giratina.
Let's fucking
I don't
go.
think
Mega,
they would do.
Mega Origin Form Giratina.
I think they would do like a
But
form.
no, you wouldn't be able to
I
do
say
that.
I say the Megas.
You wouldn't be able to do that because he has to hold the orb to become Origin Form.
Yeah.
And then if you take the orb off, he goes back to regular.
But I mean, they could always do.
We can have 2 hands this time.
Well, here's the thing. They always had each
This
each of the 3 had an orb, so they could do another like primal type thing
yeah.
with them because Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina all have their own
Yeah,
orbs.
the orbs.
And then with Arceus, they could do something big with Arceus.
Yeah.
Like, fucking. I hope they do. The other thing I'm hoping for is for my Gen 2 Mega Evolutions, and they're obviously probably going to do Gen 4 Mega Evolutions.
Oh my god, dude. Mega for Alligator?
Mega for Alligator. If they do Mega for Alligator, it needs to be a water dragon. If it's not a water dragon, I'm gonna be mad.
I'm just imagining what it would look like. And
See, my typings for these megas, in my mind, it should be water dragon for Alligator,
right.
grass fairy for Meganium,
Yeah.
and then Typhlosion can either be fire dark or fire ground.
Yeah.
Is either one- either
or
one would
just-
fit.
I feel like
Mega
I feel like they'd probably go fire ground because of the whole fact that Houndoom,
is fire dark already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
and he has a mega too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
And he stays fire dark.
Yes. Yes.
Then,
There's not
yeah,
that
I would
many
probably-
megas that change typing. The only
I
ones
would
that
either go fire ground or firefighting.
yeah, firefighting would be dope.
So it would just basically be another Infernape.
Yeah, but see,
I'm tired
they
of
have too many
fightings.
firefightings.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Because you
And
got
Blaziken's
Blaziken,
Blaziken's
you
still
got
the best,
Infernape, Embor, whatchamacallit, I think that's it.
Yeah.
But,
And
oh,
they,
no, Incineroar is fire dark.
and they
Darumaka?
Darumaka isn't
Just
fighting,
straight
actually.
fire?
He's just straight fire.
Okay.
His Zen mode's dope, though.
yeah. Anyway, so it should be interesting to see what they do for the events for
For
the
Go.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping they balance it better than the gyms because I don't want it to be related to to team, which is what they originally hinted it for.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, well, that sucks because if you're in an area that your team is not big, like the teams are big in all different areas.
Yeah.
I've been places that Instinct's big, but I live in a non-Instinct town.
Yeah.
So I have to go outside of here to find an Instinct heavy area.
Yeah.
Then it's going to make it shitty for it. So I don't know. Will be interesting. All right, we got to wrap it up.
Oh yeah.
We went longer.
Wow, we were actually talking a lot.
Well, we were about to wrap up, and then you got on your Pokemon
Oh, I'm
spree.
sorry. I get very.
And
very
what
excited
you
about
expect from a
Pokemon.
Diamond Pearl remake?
I mean, it's May. They announced on the Moon in May, so I'm hoping sometime soon we get a new Pokemon game announcement.
As much as I would like that, I don't think they've tried. I don't think they purposely.
Well, I think
followed
there is
trend.
a direct coming up soon, so we'll see what happens.
You know what I like?
You say that every direct now.
I know.
You know what I like?
Huh.
When people join us again next week for another podcast.
Yeah.
Indeed. And next week we might actually have seen Guardians of the Galaxy.
And
Just
there
came
might
out.
be
Yeah, about
and there,
that,
and
guys.
there's
I may have already seen it.
You fucking
You
saw
piece
it?
of
Just
shit.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Actually, I may have already seen it. Anyway,
Don't you, dude?
Just don't fucking hold us in suspense. Have you seen it?
Have
Yes.
you seen it? You've seen it?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
it is a really good. What would you rank the first one?
The first one I put it about an 8.5, 9.
Yeah.
I would put the first one at probably a 9. I'd put this at about 8. It's
Okay.
definitely great. I think the only reason why it's not people don't hold it a little bit better is because the first one
Yeah.
was new and fresh with that thing.
Yeah.
And this one continues that, which is awesome. It doesn't have that punch because it's no longer the first time.
Yeah.
But it had
Yeah.
tons of funny ass moments.
My buddy gave it a
Yeah.
solid 7.5, so you're right around
Yeah,
there.
we're going to see
I
it.
I did hear it was very good though.
We're going to see it.
See? Look,
I heard
all you
that,
bastards are going
The
separate.
one
Well,
thing.
because you fucking went without it.
Well, because nobody would line up anything, so I took
I
my
could have
wife.
went yesterday. I was doing nothing
I
yesterday.
took my wife out yesterday, buddy.
Oh.
The one thing.
I was
one
having
thing
you
I
tag
heard,
along.
The one thing I had heard was there's
Whatever.
get ready for this, Rad. From what I've heard, there's 5 different end credit scenes. So throughout the credits, you'll get 5
Oh,
different scenes until the end.
We'll hit
credit.
this off credit topic,
Yeah,
and
we'll
we'll
talk about
hopefully
this
talk
another
about it
time.
next week.
Yeah.
Speaking of rolling credits, we're out of here.
See you.
Oh, maybe.
Thank you for joining us.
Later.
See you next week.
Bye.
See ya.